Women over 35 have hit the wall. This is true and untrue at the same time, and let me explain why I say this, okay? For my professional expertise, I have worked with hundreds of women, and I have worked with a lot of women over the age of 35. Now, there's a group of those women who have absolutely no issues with dating. No issues with encountering men who want to be with them, who want to commit to them, who want to be serious about them. Then you have another group of women who have a very difficult time with those exact same things. Now, I want y'all to remember that. The thing that young women have on their side is youth. So women in their early 20s, mid 20s, you know what I'm saying? Even like this 20s period, but especially like the early and mid. They are young, they're supple, right? They're impressionable, right? They don't have certain baggage that older women have. And because of their youth, and especially because they're attractive, they don't have to be so smart. Right? They don't have to have, certain levels of integrity. They don't have to have a high standard of character because they have youth on their side. And all of us as women have gone through this process of having youth on our side. So if you were to put a woman who is 25 in the same room as a woman who is 35, and these women have a lot of the same things, so maybe the same height, same weight, same physical appearance, so on and so forth. And both of those women have bad character, bad personality. Both of those women are not easy to be with. If a man had to choose, like, hey, I have to choose a woman, he's likely going to choose the younger one.
That right there is the biggest word salad I've ever heard. You don't need to be a psychologist to know that a man would rather prefer a 25-year-old woman over a 35-year-old woman.
However, let's go back to what I was talking about initially, where I said there are two categories of women over 35. One that has absolutely no issues with men. Men will still marry them. Men still want to be with them. And the ones who a man would not spit on them if they were on fire. The reason for that is they have bad character. They have a bad personality. They don't have the wisdom. They don't have the intellect. They don't have the things that they should have at their age. They make life hard, not just for themselves, but the people around them. Then we want to add the fact that they are out of their prime. They're out of the typical baby making ages. So yes, women in that category have hit the wall. But the women in the category who know themselves, who take care of themselves, who don't have bad character, who's a pleasure to be around, who don't take nobody's shit, but also is respectful, those women over 35 will never have a problem. Men will still gravitate towards them because a man over 35, if he's a high caliber man, he typically doesn't want a younger woman because she does not have the wisdom, she does not have the life experience or the conversation that would even excite him, that is even something he'd be interested in. So ladies, if you're over 35 and you don't want to hit the wall, be a better person. Stay safe.
That is the biggest lie I've heard all week. If you get 100 men in a room and ask them, would you rather have a 25-year-old woman or a 35-year-old woman? I guarantee you 99% of these men will say 25. Because what do you get when you start dating an older woman, a woman who's 35, 45, whatever? You get baggage. There's a reason why they're not married or in some cases divorced. And you don't want to be the one to find out because there's always a reason why a woman, especially if she's pretty and successful in her 30s and 40s, why she's single. There's always a reason. And it's not because she couldn't find a quote unquote right guy. Nope, that is a lie itself.
I want to share my experience with aging. I'm 37 now. I'm going to be 38 in a week. And in the last year or so, I've really struggled with my appearance. And it's not so much of like a shallow thing, not wanting to look old. I know I'm not old yet, but if you're 20 something, you're like, oh, you are old. If you're 60, I'm not old, It's all relative. But it's not even that I'm like upset about a wrinkle or a blemish or a pigmentation. It's this just really weird phenomenon that happens where you don't recognize yourself and you're trying to look like you always have, and not in an age way, but just in a recognizing yourself. And so I'll do my eyebrows and I'm like, well, that didn't do it. Okay, maybe I just need more concealer. And then that doesn't do it. And then you realize you've lost volume in your face. And I now have these like really deep, they're just hollow, right? My thin is more skin. Just all these things have changed that makeup can't change. I guess plastic surgery or like augmentation injections can maybe fix, but it's just odd to seek yourself in the mirror or on camera and not be able to find it, and having to become okay with this new person. And I don't know. I think women will understand. Like, you know what you would look like with mascara versus not. You know what you look like with a face of makeup versus not. It's kind of the same way. Like, I swear, it's just like one day you're like, oh, I look like this. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't look like that. I look older and more tired. Let me do what I'm used to doing. The normal mascara, the normal eyeliner, whatever it is. And then that doesn't work and you're faced with aging. It's just it's okay. But it's definitely
So we just spent 2 minutes listening to her explain how she's aging like the rest of us. Everybody's aging, but you know who regrets it the most? A woman who's in her 40s, who's not married, who has no kids, who is reflecting on her past and realizing she's made mistakes. That's when aging kicks in.
As you can see, I am not a man. But I'm going to tell you a theory I have about men. They love once in their life and then never again. As long as they live, they will never get over that first time that they fell in love and got hurt. Are they capable of falling in love with someone else? Yes. But they're not the same. That first love chipped away all of the good parts of them. Women are not like this. We're like, I am ready to be hurt again. It's like we have amnesia when we meet someone we really like again, which is both a good and a bad thing. We can give each new person a clean slate as long as we've, gone through the mourning period and healed from that past love. Men don't really go through a mourning period. They just bury it down or try to fuck it out of their system, neither of which work very well. So if you fall in love with a man who has been in love before, you get a broken man. He's guarded, he's resistant, he gets triggered easily. I think after they get hurt once, they feel so duped. Men are so resistant to vulnerability, so they go into relationships kicking and screaming as it is. And then them getting hurt is their confirmation bias that they never should have done it in the first place. They're like, nope, never again. There's really no solution to this. Men, please get more therapy.
I completely disagree. Men and women can both love multiple times. But the difference is, a woman is more likely to make the same mistake while a man learns from his mistakes. If a man learns a mistake from a previous woman, guess what? He is not going to make that same mistake again.
I swear I do not understand dating anymore. These are the dozen of red roses that my date I went out with the other night for the second time picked me up and brought me. He proceeded to talk about all of our future dates, making plans with me. He invited me on a ski trip to Mammoth this weekend. It was a little bit love bombing behavior, so I was like pretty quiet and like not really engaging with it, but not necessarily like shutting it down or saying I'm not interested. We went out to dinner, we went out to ice cream, great chat, great time. He drives me home, and in the car, he asks me if he can kiss me goodnight, and I say, oh no, like I'm just gonna like give you a hug, which I think is appropriate behavior for a second date when you don't know someone that well. And the boy ghosts me. I have not heard from him since the date, and so these roses now mock me in my apartment. They are very pretty, but what the hell?
So now that you guys know the whole story, who do you guys agree more with the man who didn't get a kiss or with the woman who rejected the kiss on a first date? Let me know down below.
Sean, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes pain and hurt can come in all ways, Sean.
I'm just so tired of being hurt.
You're tired, Sean. I know you're tired, baby girl. I know you're tired. It's okay. It's right here, Sean. It's right here. You can release it. Release every pain and every memory that you have. And you can take this. This is your story, Sean. You hear me?
Yes.
This is your story. Baby girl, this is your story. And we're gonna take it. And I'm gonna put your story inside of a camera. And I want you to take that candle, Sean. You hear me, baby girl? You take that candle. And you look into the mirror. And I want you to say to yourself, Sean, I love me. It's you, Sean. This is you. This is your destiny. You gotta love yourself. This is your story, and I want you to blow it.
Honestly, I have no idea what we just watched or how he was picking up her tears and making candles or what we just watched. But with that being said, if you're 45 and single, you have to ask yourself one question. Where did I go wrong? Because I can guarantee you, I'm sure a bunch of good men came her way in her early 20s, late 20s, that she probably said no to. Now she probably would beg for these men to come back. So my question is, what happened along the way? You're 45 and single, but why?
Can someone please explain to me what's happening with the dating scene? Because I can't do this. I can't. I've been a wife my whole life. I can't be in these streets like this. I have 25-year-olds sending me peen videos. I don't want to see that. Like, what is that going to do for me? I am grown up. I have bills. I have kids that are literally your age. I have 40-year-olds who won't communicate, who ghost, who lie about who they are and what their intentions are. Liars, people who pretend to be people they surely are not. I just can't. I can't do it. What is happening with these men? I can't. I just need a godly man. I need a quiet. You don't have to be quiet. I like them loud and fun. I'm loud and fun. I just want you to like be honest and go to work. I don't need you to pay my bills. I can pay for them myself. I can do my own nails. I can do my own hair. I can keep up myself. I just, can you talk? Can you communicate? Can you not be a liar? Help. What?
So let me get this right. She is recently divorced and she expected the dating scene just to welcome her back with open arms, all men just drooling for her. Like, no, lady, the dating scene is horrible. You should have stayed with your husband. I'm sure she will regret it in a few months.
I'm turning 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like not where I wanted to be. I haven't succeeded at anything. God, have I even tried? Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope up with anything. And I don't know how to, I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything. And I literally am just realizing, like, it's been 40 years of this, and like, 40 years of just being confused and not knowing and like figuring things out slower and like not like I haven't built anything. I have nothing like to show for this time. I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I'm lost. I'm afraid, and I don't.
You know, part of me does feel bad because everyone deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves to live a good life. But at the same time, if you're 40 and you're unhappy because of all the decisions you made, you can't blame anybody but yourself. I'm sorry to say so, but that's just a harsh reality.
Hey, 60s and single, how's your day going? I'm here, as you can see, by my favorite trees that are killing me, but it's his favorite place to walk. But listen, let's talk about something. I want to get your opinion. What do you guys think about speed dating? Who's done it? Have you done speed dating before? I've never, but someone told me that they had an event here over the weekend for speed dating, and I don't know, I've never tried it, and I was kind of curious about it. Don't know how much time do you have, like, at each little thing. I think what do they do, ring a bell or something like that. And so do you, who's done it? Who's done speed dating? I want to know. I'm curious. I'd like to try it. I think it could be fun. If you have tried it, do you mind sharing your experience? Like, did you meet anybody? Like, was it worth it? And what happens? Like, what do you wear to speed dating? Is this appropriate for speed dating? Or do you need to be dressed? You know, I mean, like, I don't know. Is there a dress code? Do you get food? Is there drinks at speed dating? I don't know. I'm just curious, and I'd like for you guys to help me out. And what do you think about it? Like, you know, I'm up for anything most of the time. and as long as it's legal. And I don't know. I'm just trying to be, creative, and I guess that's kind of like organically meeting somebody, because if you're speed dating, you don't know who's going to pop up, and you've got on there, and it may happen, it may not. So I guess you call that organically.
Does nobody else think it's kind of crazy that a lady in her 40s and 50s is asking questions about speed dating? Like, I can't be the only one. Like, lady, you're past the speed dating ages. Like, find another way to find men. And with that being said, that is it for today, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.